Now we're cooking. Now the beat's banging and Caleb's singing. I'm just kidding. I waited to start the stream because in the beginning it was like a baby crying in the beginning of the song, which didn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to you, but now we're here, and now we're together. That's all that matters. This is a podcast format. I'm gonna release this as a fucking, I don't know, dude. Okay. So I was checking the stuff, dude. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I'm gonna release. Is this, how loud are we? How loud is this? Hold up, this is kind of loud, right? Yeah, I mean, that was personally too loud for me. Give me a second. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it a like. Listen to Lo-Fi Girl. So this is podcast number. Honestly, I have a bunch of shit on my Twitch that I have downloaded. I haven't uploaded to YouTube or anything. Oh fuck! I forgot my phone was on. Jesus. And then, yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, we're gonna freestyle this one. Maybe I'll watch some things. Maybe I'll go through my phone's notes. Got off work and I just ate cookout. Whenever people ask me how is work, how are you even like, you just say it's good, but I mean work at a fucking grocery store. Like, how good can it be? You know? But then it's like you're like being a dick if you're like, I don't know, if you don't say good. Sometimes I just say it's just work, you know? Kind of like in a nice way, like it's just work. Cause I'm like, it is. Like it is just something I do for 8 hour increments. Actually, today wasn't 8 hours, but yeah. I stock vegetables onto shelves and cut them up and package them. Yeah. So I took a moment to not kill myself just then after saying that. I'm just kidding. I listen to podcasts. You know what's really weird to me? Like, why do we fucking do that? Like, why? Like, I feel like there's so much potential for things to be like automated. I have some level of universal basic income. So let me talk about my ideal future. My ideal future is one where people don't have to do bullshit jobs, like put vegetables on the shelves for 8 hours and just walk around a store. Like, I mean, it's okay for right now, but it's like, I mean, my last day is Friday. Today's Wednesday. I have tomorrow off. Friday. Yeah, I work 8 hours and like next week I'm leaving to go to Korea for my brother's graduation. Graduating high school there. I went to high school in Korea. And then people on the stream, they usually went to high school in Korea also. Not all of them, but yeah. So yeah, maybe this can be like an about me type of thing. I mean, I just talk about shit. Who cares? You see, I'm going to Korea. And I plan on shooting some videos there. I want to do like I basically just want to try food because they have a bunch of cool shit. And I want to try foods. Have my brother record it. Just kind of just not really do it. Not really force anything. Just kind of just try foods. You know. I feel like if I'm myself, and then I just retroactively cut it and make it into something of a narrative. 10-minute video. I think it'd be pretty good. As long as I like it, I think other people will like it. Usually my problem is I try to recreate something and I end up not even wanting to finish it because I'm like, I hate this. But so I've been thinking about, instead of trying to recreate other people's formats that I like, why not just be me in whatever setting, film it, and then cut it into a format after, and then release it and just see what happens. The problem is, how do I get it to people? Because TikTok, it's like, I'll make a funny TikTok that I think is funny, that my friends think is funny, but how do I get people like me and my friends to see it? I need to use hashtags more effectively. But then on some level, I think like sometimes that I don't get. I know it's an algorithm, but like sometimes I feel like I don't get. I feel like it could be like it should be pushed out more. Like the. I don't know. Yeah, man. I was watching. Also, what can we see here? How much are we? I'm wearing sunglasses. Because I'm just, I don't even know. What the heck? I was just watching Sears stream and he's at Disneyland with Mia Malkova. What? I mean, and then, but before that, I was listening to, like at work, I was listening to Jack Dorsey talk on like Joe Rogan's podcast, and then Lex Friedman's podcast, and I was like, what an interesting world. We have porn stars, and we have people that lead nations, and and they're all gonna die. You know what I mean? Is that not weird? So it's like, I mean, it's so strange to me that like you can just do whatever you want. Like you could just do whatever you want, kind of. I mean, you have certain limitations with like finance and like maybe if you have a family, but I mean, if you, let's say you don't. And I mean, like you fathered children or like mothered them. Let's say you haven't done that. Like, just do whatever you want. Like you could. It's so like I could just run away. I could go be a porn star. I wouldn't. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, isn't it crazy? Isn't that beautiful? Think about that a lot. Not being a porn star, but like, just how kind of infinite the possibility. Not being a porn star, but like how infinite the possibilities are of fucking life and shit. Where I was watching, I've been, my friend Michelle has gotten me into Andrew Tate a little bit, and I was watching some of his shit. Like, let's watch a clip. He is so funny. I mean, he's like a caricature of like an incel that actually he's not really an incel, but like maybe an incel, like a chincel, like a Chad incel. Cause he does fighting, right? He does kickboxing, and then he also does like he got rich. How did he get rich though? Did he get? Cause I've heard he got rich on like he got lucky through like Bitcoin, and then I've also heard he got. I've heard his brother owns like sex cam, like chat shit, like you know what I mean, like cam girl websites. Like that's how I don't know. I have a weird. Actually, it's not weird, I guess. I guess he's pretty involved in that kind of shit, but like, just a random. It just goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's just fucking, just do whatever you want. Like, it's just infinite possibility.
But if we make it
Oh, hell yeah. I was watching a bunch of jiu-jitsu shit last night. Wait, here's what I'll do. We're gonna do. I've been wanting to do this, and I want to just go on Reddit and just look at shit that I think is interesting, and Reddit that I kind of care about, not care about, but like subjects that I care about. So here's what I want to do. I'm gonna go to fucking Reddit, do shit that's. I'm gonna go to fucking Reddit. I want to look at shit that's like interesting to me. Maybe like MMA, Revolver Daily. No, I'm just kidding. This is actually a really good stream. I don't even. All right, hold up. Hold up. I gotta do this. Wait, is it like? Oh, fudge. Is it? Is the? Yeah, it's weird. Hold up. There's like a limit on it. Okay, hold up. I gotta reset it. Holy poop. Let's do display capture. No. So I was looking at TikTok, honestly. Okay. I have to figure out how this gets like, I make this like viewable the best way. I mean, this is fine, right? I'm just gonna do it. Who fucking cares? Let's do it. Okay. So I'm gonna stop the music. Let's do this shit. Alright, so we have Charles Oliveira said fuck them kids. Okay.
11 in a row and still the best lightweight on planet Earth.
Yeah. I mean, he is good. He was good. He didn't. I mean, fucking Tony. Imagine if this was like Tony Ferguson's like reaction, like his fucking kids see him just die in front of him. He's okay. He's okay. Your dad got fucking decapitated. Damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear? I heard a fucking sound just then. That was so strange. I heard like a sound and go like, damn.
Because I
Oh, it was this. It
I
was
know.
this. Okay, Jesus. I was like, this is just auto playing. I was like, holy fuck, that scared me. That was concerning. Honestly. Okay. I am actually curious. Like, I haven't seen. I know this like interview came out today with Khabib talking about Islam fighting Charles, and I sent a meme to my friend Mashal and my friend Mason, and it's like I'll put it here, and it's like I'll pull it up and then put it in post, but like. Yeah. It says, I saw this meme today. It says Oliveira sleeps Islam in front of a full Abu Dhabi crowd and calls out Khabib from the corner. Would be an eternal legendary scene. And yeah, and that sets up like a super fight for like Khabib and Charles. Like Khabib comes out of retirement, that would be fucking beautiful. That would be so good. Because honestly, like if I'm betting, it's not an easy pick to like choose Islam, even though he's like got a super strong record and he's like dominant, whatever. Like he's gonna beat everyone else, I think. But Charles, I don't stylistically, it's like such a good matchup because Charles is very okay with playing off the back. I mean, he pulls guard in every fight. We saw that with fucking Justin Gaethje. He'll like get tapped, just fall down. He immediately pull the guard and he's like, "Come on, let's fucking come see what you can do." I mean, like, I'm so curious to see Islam and him fight because I really want to see. Because I don't think Islam would even. I don't think he would try to submit Charles. I think he would try to like ground and pound and like TKO. Oh fuck! I just threw my sunglasses, dude. I got him. I don't think he would try to submit him. I think more likely he would try to like get him to the ground and like TKO him, like just control him and pound him out. But then Charles, I don't think he'll try to TKO him on the ground. I think in stand up, Charles has the advantage, like clearly. But once he goes to the ground, I think so. It's like Sambo versus Jiu-Jitsu, whereas Sambo they're not really gonna Like I just don't think he's gonna look for a finish. I think Charles will is more likely to finish, like a submission finish. I don't know. I think I would choose Charles. Not because Islam's like bad or anything, but just because I think Charles has more versatility than Islam. I don't think Islam is has as many options. You know, positionally. Like I think Charles getting into a bad position is not as bad as Islam getting into a bad position. You know, that's like something we don't see with Khabib. Like he was never in a bad position. Islam has really been a bad position, and his fighting is not styled to where he is okay with bad positions, whereas Charles is completely okay with bad positions because he knows how to submit you out of the bad positions, and that's as easy as it is for him to get in a good position to submit you. That's kind of why I think he just has more options overall. So I think it's not as clear cut as uh, maybe Khabib is making it seem like it is. Although if Khabib fought Charles, that gets a lot harder. That I don't know. I would be more inclined to bet with Khabib. I would just love to see that though. That'd be fucking legendary.
game because I know like we grapple together like all our life, and I see how Islam go with a lot of ADCC level guys, even with ADCC champions. They tap when they grapple with Islam. I see 88 kilo, 99 kilo, 77 kilo. I don't want to say name, but they tap ADCC world champion, you know, and it's gonna be big dream fight versus Charles Oliveira in Brazil. Finish him on the ground, take this belt and go home. Okay, if they, I hear like Charles Oliveira coach say, okay, come to Brazil, fight, no problem, send us location. We're gonna come to Brazil. Islam gonna ride Charles Oliveira like his horse. We're gonna
Sorry, can you repeat that? Islam going to fuck his ass, ride his horse, fuck his ass, fuck his ass. Yeah, fucking Kamzat. Fuck, fuck your ass. Fuck your ass.
take this belt. We're gonna show them if Sambo was easy, it would be called jiu-jitsu, and we're gonna go home with the belt.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that is cool. That would be cool. He goes to Brazil and takes it from him. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Imagine if Charles coaches, like, of course, of course they're gonna back their fire. Imagine if Charles coaches fucking shit. Imagine if Charles coaches gave an interview and were like, "Yeah, we've seen Islam's tough opponent. Charles is gonna get destroyed." So that's kind of why like that's one thing I don't like about these type of like interviews where they're just talking about like potential fights. It's like of course they're not like when like someone like Israel Adesanya says like he's not worried about Khamzat. Yeah, he has to say that. Like everyone like no one's worried about anyone. You know what I mean? Like how can you be worried about him? How can you say that you're worried about him? That's kind of I wish they would talk more. I wish they would just stop asking like what you think is gonna happen, who thinks is gonna win. Because like of course they're gonna say them fucking themselves. They like have a more interesting conversation than that. But you know, it's good for like this type of video where I can give an opinion on it. You know, sparks discourse. Antonio Black. I was once very close to tapping ADCC finalist. That thing can happen. I doubt that. I doubt I will he that close anymore in my life. Okay. I don't even. Okay. But he would be able to do it constantly. I doubt. What the? I doubt I will he that close anymore in my life. I will be that close anymore. Okay. I doubt I will be that close anymore in my life, but he would be able to do it constantly? That is the question. Charles BJJ is excellent, of course. Islam wrestling will play a bug part. Dude, I mean, Just reread what you type one time, please. Just everyone. Just reread it once. Could be bug time? What? Beeb says it's because it's true. There are too many witnesses for him to lie about something like this. Henzo Gracie says sorry. Don't say Khabib being beaten by BJJ guys. Khabib is Islam coach. The group trained together. Fair assume this applies to Islam too. Yeah, that is actually Khabib. So yeah, Khabib's a UFC prophet. Wherever he talks about anyone, he's not like anyone besides Islam. But my nipple just popped out. Jesus. Whenever he talks about anyone besides Islam, there's no bias like within like what he says. Like he's the most unbiased person. But like, and honestly, even I don't even think he's being biased in this way. Like I think he just knows that Islam's fucking good. But I don't. I think they're underestimated because like look at like I don't know. The only thing I can compare it to in like defense of Islam beating Charles, Islam having an advantage. The only thing I can compare it to is like Khamzat versus Gilbert Burns, but Gilbert Burns wasn't even trying like. But Gilbert Burns is not the same as Charles. Like Gilbert Burns is like he'll throw his shit out the window and just box with you. Like Charles doesn't do that. He doesn't like play ego fights. Like I hate when like even like I don't know. It's like when fighters like I mean I understand like whatever they're fighting their own game. They're in the moment and shit. But like that's why I appreciate someone like Israel Adesanya or like Charles, who is completely okay just fucking doing what they are good at doing. Like they're not gonna rush and change their game style because you punch them in the face. Like yeah, like that's a problem I have with like Gilbert Burns, like not. Also Kamzat's just fucking good, right? Like he just controlled him. Like we saw how easy it was for him to get a takedown in the first round and shit. Like you just threw him on the ground, and Gilbert never really controlled him in that fight. So that you can kind of say, oh well, like that freestyle wrestling shit, like Sambo. I don't think Kamzat's Sambo, but like that wrestling background is more advantageous in MMA than jiu-jitsu. But then you're comparing someone who doesn't even use their jiu-jitsu and tries to box. Um, whereas Charles does use his fucking jiu-jitsu every fight and like and doesn't try to box. He's just like I'm gonna meet you where you are initially. Actually, that's not even true. Like he like Charles is like very aggressively like very aggressively dictating where the fight's going in all his fights. Like he comes out, he rushes you all the time. He stays very close to you. He's pushing you. And Islam does that too. He doesn't really wait and like let you dictate anything. So that's why it's very interesting. They both are very dominant fighters, and they both use what they're good at. Like Islam has no problem just fucking wrestle fucking you, and like that's what. And like it's not wrestle fucking in the sense that like he's just like laying on you and just hoping to tire you out. Like he is controlling you. And he's like, I'm waiting, I'm getting position, I'm getting like advancing position to position to position. And but Charles does that too, and he like chains attacks. Like he goes like that fucking Justin Gaethje fight. He was he was like up on the shoulder above his head, and like he had like a potential armbar area, and then he kind of Justin Gaethje was moving, and he rotated out and took his back and got the choke. He's just chaining attacks, and he's not waiting for you to react to him, but he is reacting to your reaction. He's not waiting. He is dominating and controlling and consistently advancing positions. And Islam does that too. But I think the positional advancements, they're both gonna try to fucking. I think Islam. I think if Islam doesn't get to his position, he is in more trouble than if Charles does not get to his position. You know what I'm saying? If Islam is not in a dominant position for some reason, let's say Charles is maybe just sweeped him, like he fucking got just sweeped him and got to a dominant position. I think that's more impactful and more disadvantageous for Islam than it is for Charles. I think Charles can be in poor positions and win. We haven't seen Islam do that, and his style is not really does not seem to be catered or oriented towards that being a possibility. So that's kind of why I'm leaning towards Charles. And like recency bias, I just saw him win. So I don't know. It's close. It's fucking hard. It's a dope fight. Like I want to see it. I do not want him to fight fucking Beneil Dariush. Why are we doing that? He's gonna fucking destroy him. Don't like. It doesn't make any sense. I hate that shit. But whatever. And also, I don't want to see fucking Dustin Poirier fight Colby. Like, no, dude. Like, why are you? I don't like these matchups. I may be cool, but like, I don't want to see Dustin Poirier just get jumped on and like held on the ground for 5 rounds or 4 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever it is. I don't know. Just fucking send Islam to Charles, and dude, have fucking just have Poirier fight. Honestly, Poirier fighting Colby's not that bad, but have Poirier fight fucking Dariush. Like he just lost, right? He just lost his title match. There, I mean, fucking pay me. Like I did that for you. They're on this lightweight, right? They're on the same weight. And then Dustin Poirier, he's the top contender, right? Apart from because Justin Gaethje just lost, Michael Chandler lost, so it's just them like 3 rotating. Islam should be the top contender, but he's not. So actually no, Islam is the top contender. That's why he should get the title shot right now because they all lost. He hasn't lost yet. I think Islam should get the fucking title shot, and I think Dustin Poirier should. Dude, have him rematch Justin Gaethje. There we go. But then fucking Dariush has to get something because he's on like a win streak, right? Yeah, I would say Justin Gaethje fights Dariush or Poirier fights Dariush, and then I want to see Justin Gaethje versus Poirier again because that was dope. Like, y'all should watch that fight if you haven't seen it. It's a fucking dope ass fight. Like Poirier got kind of cooked for a couple rounds, and he came back and really like destroyed Justin Gaethje. It was really dope. Sorry, I was checking. I always have to check the volume. Never know. I hope Charles twisters him in front of Khabib, then punts Hezbollah into the nosebleeds. What an awful thing to say. Honestly. Yeah, like Khabib doesn't lie about shit. So I mean, I know he thinks Islam is like the number 1 guy. Islam's very good, but I don't know. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Because I know
This was fucking awful. This fight was fucking awful. It was insane that was even like her like no one's I would even put it more so on Rose. Like her coaches were like, "You're doing great. She wasn't doing anything like the whole time. Like what? It's not her. Like give her fucking better like advice. Don't just say you're doing great. Like what? She's scared of you. No, she's not. She tried to take you down. You just walked away. Good for you. Like you defended the takedown, but like you've done nothing in the round or the match. And it's like you're not gonna win. Like come what was the? You can't. I want to see the comments actually. Yeah, and the commentators were like Rogan and DC and fucking Anik were like I don't even know what to say. Like they were like I don't even know. That's funny. You're just the stinker of all stinkies, Shab. Yeah, the stinkiest. That's funny. Yeah, literally. Like expending more energy in the than the entire fight. Like there was no like she didn't do it. It was just so insane. Like nothing even happened. Like 3 takedowns maybe, and then she got out. And maybe I think she was on the ground for like a little bit in the last round or one of the later rounds. Rose. It was so weird. I want to see what Dana. I actually want to see Dana's reaction to that. I don't think I watched it.
An interesting response from both athletes after the fact.
Wow.
undisputed strawweight champion of the world.
Dude, that reaction, that fake ass little like that shit, buddy, you know, she didn't do anything. How could she have fucking won? Like, and you're just telling her you're doing great. It's so stupid.
Champion of the world, Carla Cookie Monster.
Her name is Cookie Monster. That's funny.
Phony, a fake, and I'm gonna expose you. Now you're up on the real kid. You're with the real dogs now, brother, yeah? You took his
Why didn't you think it could have been the dogs?
It's on their canvas. It's on their canvas, man.
You took a shit. That's funny. Dude, I love Tony Ferguson's like language that he uses, like this like hieroglyphic shit. Champ shit only. Boom, 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 boom. I love that shit.
Feet and also using those long limbs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, cash cow doesn't mean like champion. It doesn't mean even winning record, like, or not winning record. It doesn't mean like Khabib record. It doesn't mean like undefeated. Connor's a cash cow. He's not. He's still a cash cow. I mean, it's more about like charisma and personality than like records. It's fine. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah. Wait. What weight does he fight at? Also, the fact that he like this shit is insane. Not fucking good, by the way. My opinion. Not fucking good. Not a long career. Like that's or just move up weight. Like stop cutting. Like I don't know. Like did you see that video of him fucking vomiting up blood after a fight one time? Like yeah. It's fucked up, man. He's 27. 5'10". What's his weight? What does he fight at? $155? Okay. Oh, I'm already there. Nice. Oh, he's lightweight. Yeah, I mean, he's not. Yeah. Let's see. So what's his rank right now? Does it say? Is he ranked at all? UFC lightweight rankings. And I don't even want to hate on Patty. Like he's dope. Like he's cool. It's just like so he's unranked. But I want to see him fight. But I think Patty. So I think Dan Hooker and Patty is a good fight, especially for Dan Hooker, who's coming off these losses. Or maybe. How old is Dan Hooker? Because I fucking like Dan Hooker, man. 32? Yeah, yeah. I say give him to Dan Hooker. Let's see what Patty can actually do. Especially it's Patty back-to-back wins, right? So I say Dan Hooker and Patty's a good one because Dan Hooker's coming off 2 losses, Patty's coming off 2 wins. Dan Hooker's a little older, a little more experienced. He's like a veteran, somewhat. Yeah, he's a veteran. I mean, he's still young, but like, he's been through a fucking lot of fights. And Patty, they both don't want to grapple. They both want to fucking fight. And let's just see, like, what's up with Patty. And then, well, first of all, why the fuck is Connor? He went up? Why? Oh, because of the vacated title. Oh, fuck, that was so weird. Wait, how'd they go up though? Everyone moved down. I don't know. I mean, just this ranking system so shitty. Like their fucking ranking is like so it's weird. Like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Or Tony. Or let's see what Tony and Patty. Let's see what someone that like that will grapple. Let's see if Patty's actually ready. He's not, but let's see if he is. That'd be fun. I mean, those are just fun fights. Okay, realistically, I say Dan Hooker because they both want to fight. They don't want to grapple and like hug and shit. So yeah, let's see. And then that's like a big. And then um, a lot of recent UFC fans are more familiar with Dan Hooker now, and they're more familiar with Patty. So it would help both of them. Like, and the winner gets a rank. Although I don't know if they would let Dan Hooker go up in rank if he fights an unranked opponent. I don't know. And then okay, this is just turning into more like the State of the Union address for the MMA community, fucking UFC, the UFC State of the Union. But that's cool. I like doing that shit. Israel's fighting Jared Cannonier, right? He's number. Oh, he just beat Whitaker, yeah. And then Marvin is fighting Whitaker in Paris, apparently. Dustin is moving up. Whoops. Dustin's moving to welterweight. How is Colby at how tall is? He's 5'9". How tall is Colby? Wait, I want to read this. Okay. Okay, I want to see. Yeah. So Dustin Colby's potential fight. I don't think it's gonna happen. Um, personally, but that's what's being talked about. I don't think they're gonna fight, just because I think Dustin will honestly probably lose that fight, just because of the grappling and the wrestling difference. Wrestlers win. Wrestlers just fucking win. That's just the truth. And I love fucking Dustin. I like Dustin, but like Dustin's dope. But I just don't even want to see that. I want to see it because I want Dustin to win, but like grapplers fucking win, dude. That's if it's a grappler and a striker, grappler win. Um. So Dustin Poirier says coach has warned him against accepting Colby Covington fight. There are no boundaries when it comes to controversial welterweight. Colby Covington. Mike Brown has advised Dustin Poirier against fighting Covington on July 30th, not because Poirier isn't capable of being Covington, rather because the Diamond have to endure 2 months of trash talk from chaos. Yeah, yeah, and Covington just says fucking like talks about like it's fucked up. That's why I want Dustin to win. I don't want to see him lose to Covington. And he's already like, oh man. Yeah, I would like to see Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. I think Dustin Poirier beats Michael Chandler. I think he beats him. Yeah. Yeah, I want to watch this. Michael Chandler explains why he won't fight Dustin Poirier.
I have no interest in fighting Dustin, honestly.
How come?
I got asked the other
Hold up.
day.
Then Dustin, do you have a preference? I've been circling each other too. If it's down to Diaz and Dustin, do you have a preference?
Diaz, I have no interest in fighting Dustin, honestly.
How come?
I got asked the other day who who do they see being a champion if it wasn't me or wasn't, and I completely forgot about him. To be quite honest, man, I think he's a great dude. I think I like him for the sport, but I also think I was completely disregarded and pushed aside whenever I came into the organization. He completely disregarded me, completely, acted as though I didn't deserve to be where I was. And so,
Well, he came in and jumped to fucking top contender. Like he beat Dan Hooker and got a title fight. Like that is some fuckery a little bit, especially if you're Dustin and you were there first. But Dustin went for the Conor fight, and then he got the title fight, so it was fair. But I mean, like, I can understand there could be some resentment there, kind of. But like, I mean, I want everyone to win. You know what I mean? Like, why I don't think like I want Michael Chandler to get title fights. Like, hell yeah. I want Dustin to get title fights. I want everyone to win. Like, why not?
So maybe it's a little bit more of a personal issue, but I also don't think Dustin is a draw. You know?
Yes, dude. Are you kidding me? Dustin would fucking beat you. But sure.
I mean, I guess he is the number 2 guy, the ranked number 2 now. But he's kind of just stayed at number 2, and he's, you know, I don't know how active he's going to be. But I did see that he tweeted that I was saying everybody else's name but his, as if I was, you know, maybe didn't want to fight him because of, you know, technical reasons or whatnot. But that was more just I forgot about him, to be honest with you. So hats off to him for what he's done in his career, and I respect the heck out of him. He makes some great hot sauce. But as of right now, I don't really have a desire to fight him.
You had a really interesting tweet in between the whole Charles Oliveira, you know, having to go back and try to lose that extra half pound. And then obviously we see what happens the next night. Do you think it's fair that he was stripped of his belt?
I do. I do, only because I'm the most cutthroat when it comes to making weight. I don't care. You want to talk about the scales were messed up, and I've seen other people talk about scales are messed up. And I had a Brazilian reporter come up to me and tell me, "Hey, the scales are messed up. I want you to do an interview." And I'm like, "No, I don't need you. I don't need to talk to you about scales being messed up. The scale is the scale is the scale." And we're all professionals, and we all woke up at a certain point. We all checked our weight. We all know how to lose weight. We've been doing it dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I've made weight over 100 times in my career, and I've never once missed weight. I don't say that to dig at Charles, but you don't make weight, you don't wrestle. You know, I mean, he's lucky he even got to compete, honestly. So it's unfortunate that it happened, because I'm a fan of Charles Oliveira. You are a fan of Charles Oliveira. You have eaten your words. I have eaten our words. It's about time we all start putting some respect on Charles Oliveira's name. And I will tell you this.
I have eaten our words. It's just funny.
Watching him finish Gaethje the way that he did, you know, I wish I was a little bit more in a position to really, really fight for putting my name in the hat for that title, because I think we might be witnessing the best lightweight reign that we've seen in a long time. I think even Khabib and him, when you talk about strength of schedule and how he's finishing guys and how he's beating guys, Charles Oliveira is looking about as unbeatable as they come right now. But
that is fucking true, dude. Like, Charles is on top of shit right now. Like, Charles has, dude, like, in his last, like, in the fucking, after the Gaethje fight, and even before, in the press conference before and after, he's talking about, like, I'm the chosen one, I'm enlightened. Like, that shit's fucking scary. When you talk about fucking being enlightened, you're hearing fucking Charles, like, he goes and chokes a dude in, like, one round, and then he's like, I'm enlightened. Like, I'm the guy, I'm the one. Like, that's whenever you hear fighters talk about some spiritual shit, like Khabib fighting for Allah, and like Charles, like being the enlightened one, the chosen one, or like Ramiro, the soldier of God, it's like they start getting scary. Things start getting intense. And I was gonna say some fucked up shit, but I'm not going to. But yeah, I think Charles is gonna stay on top for a long time. I think it's stupid they stripped him the title, but I mean, like, actually, I don't think it's stupid. I guess it makes sense, but like, it's just I mean, he's the fucking champion. Like, everyone knows. It's just a technicality that he got. I just think that's just lame. But like, whatever. I want to see Islam. Now I want to see Khabib. I don't think Michael Chandler's gonna beat him. I don't. But although he did come the closest, like, comparatively to, like, from Dustin. Actually, Dustin did good though. Dustin did good on striking. Like, on the stand up, Dustin was winning. The closest have been Dustin and Chandler to beating him recently. Chandler didn't get submitted. He got knocked out. And the rest of it got submitted. So I don't know. If you can deny the but the problem with Chandler is he does not, like, he got dropped by Tony. And I was saying this before, like I was telling, like we were talking, we were watching me and my friends were watching the fights live, the last one. And I was like, Chandler does not, his chin is questionable. Truly, he gets dropped a lot, and like dropped, like connect and is dropped. Like I don't know, that's kind of a scary sign, especially the kind of way he fights. I don't know, it's a little scary because he wants to get into the brawls, and his chin has been tested, and it has failed some tests. So like, I don't know who's gonna beat Charles. I don't think it's Chandler. I don't think it's Dustin. I don't think it's Gaethje. I think it's Islam or Khabib. Beyond that, I don't think people are beating them. And even Islam is questionable. Like I would truly say that Charles has the advantage over Islam because he has more options. I think he has more options. He can get into a disadvantageous position and be okay. Whereas if Islam gets into, we haven't even seen him in that disadvantageous position really, and his play style does not accommodate for winning through disadvantages. Whereas Charles can win through disadvantages. He actually counts on it. He wants you pulls guard. He wants you to come in. He wants to be on bottom. He's okay with you fucking trying to ground and pound him because he can get out. And we've seen him do that a lot of times. So I think people are kind of sleeping on Charles a little bit.
I've been bothering this guest. I mean, if
All right, I want to okay, I want to listen to this whole thing actually, and I'll just stop it and talk some shit. But like, I've heard a little bit. I've heard him talk about Colby in like a clip. I don't think I watched this whole thing. Haven't fought. Yeah, I haven't heard him talk about Chandler. I haven't heard him talk about Nate in this one. I heard him talk about struggling to get the fights. So I wanna watch it. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's play.
I've been bothering this guest. I mean, if you look at the text messages, there's replies. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like stalking him and just writing incessantly. I'm not standing him, if you will. But, I've been asking for the last few months for him to come on. And for whatever reason, thank you, MMA gods, he agreed to grace us with his presence here on today's program. So without further ado, let's talk to El Diamante, Dustin Poirier. Hello, Dustin. How are you?
What's up, brother?
It's
There are a lot of text messages on my
Yo, I like this new Dustin. I like this new haircut, bro. Looking like little pea head, little pea head. No, look, it looks. Fucking, he moves up weight. He shaves his head, has the beard. New Dustin. I like it. That's cool. I like it. I'm excited for this. I want to see him fight. I literally played this for 28 seconds. And I started talking, but I want to see him fight. I I'm okay with seeing him fight Nate. I want to see him fight Chandler. I think that'd be the most entertaining, and I think he would win. I think he'd beat Nate too. I love Nate, but I don't think he's beaten Dustin. But I would like to see that actually, because I don't know, I don't know what would happen. Um, yeah, but I want to see him fight Chandler. I would say my top three for Dustin is like my top three fights that I would want to see from Dustin would be like Chandler, Nate. Actually, I would say Chandler, Gaethje, Nate. I don't really want to see Colby. I don't want to see I don't like the styles. I don't I don't want to see Colby. I don't want to see him get held down for 3 to 5 rounds. That's just not something I want to see. I want to see a stand. I want to see what two people doing what they're good at, which is like he's a great striker. Nate has a really unique style. Be a fun fight to watch. Gaethje, fucking great ass striker. We've seen that when there was a dope ass fight. I want to see the rematch. And Chandler, great. He wants to go into the fire. He wants to fucking fight and brawl. And Dustin usually gets into those fights anyway and does pretty fucking well. So it's like that. Those are all very exciting to me. So let's fucking watch.
phone, Ariel.
yes.
But tell the truth. A lot.
And I think he would win those fights. I would think he would beat all of them. I think he would beat Chandler. I think he would beat Gaethje. I think he beat Nate. Whereas Colby is questionable, and I don't even want to see the fight. Like, I don't want to see. I would like to see it from like a grudge match perspective because I want to see Dustin kind of get the comeuppance. Because Colby's talking shit about his family and shit, and that shit's fucking lame to me. But like, I just don't want to see him get wrestle fucked on the ground for like 5 rounds. But we saw Masvidal, it was just lame. It's just like it wasn't a very entertaining fight. I wanted to see Masvidal knock him the fuck out, and he dropped him. But like, it's just the grappler versus the non-grappler. The grappler wins, and we know that. So like, those are the fights I want to see, and I think he beat him.
A lot of red messages that I haven't responded. You just keep bugging me, man.
Wow. Okay, that's the way we're gonna go with it. All right.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
By the way, what happened to the microphone setup? Last time you were on, you had a whole fancy setup. Where did it go?
So last time I got on your show, was in Florida, so I had all my stuff set up. I'm back in Louisiana right now. I will bless the show again with a hot mic. It's just not ready right now.
I appreciate it. You're at the new.
Dude, these I saw the fucking interview he's talking about where he brought the microphone and shit, and it's the same exact audio quality because the show, like the receiving end, is some technical bullshit that like no one cares about. But like the audio quality, like if you watch all these fucking interviews with Ariel versus and like a fighter like zooming in, the audio quality is all the same because it's on Ariel's side. Like it's not receiving their input the same way that it's being inputted. Like the microphone doesn't even fucking matter because it's being channeled to all this bullshit that's like fucking up the audio quality anyway. So like when he had the mic versus now, it's the same exact. It sounds exactly the same. Like you could go watch the old one. I just thought it was funny because he commented on the last one. He was like, "Oh, it sounds better. I see you have the mic." Actually, he didn't say it sounds better. He said, "I see you have the mic," and that was it. Like it was just a mic there, and it wasn't fucking like working, and it was just the same exact audio quality because like whatever. It was just funny.
The new palace, right? The Diamante Palace.
Casa del Diamante. Yeah, that's the one.
Golly, it looks incredible. You got the fat diamond on the gate on the front. I mean, you've come a long way from the Fightful house that I saw you watching the Food Network in way back in the day.
Yeah, we still got that. Me and my wife still got that house too. But
you still have that house?
Yeah, a long way, man. Yeah.
Wow. Who's living there?
My mother lives there.
Wow, that's amazing. So how many years have you guys owned that?
We bought it in 2009 or 2000. We bought it right before we got married.
Okay. And she still lives there.
Bro, crazy. I can't believe a bank. What I guess it worked out for them, but what a bunch of maniacs. They approved me of a loan. I didn't have credit. I was renting a house. Me and my wife had a rent house. I think I was 18 years old, but me and my wife had a rent house. And the bank, I guess at those times, they allowed my landlord at my rent house to say, "Hey, these guys been living here a year and they never missed a note." And the bank took that as credit for me to, yeah.
Look at this guy's fucking nose, dude. It is like it's like a slope. It's fucking dude. It's like dude, holy yeah. I think he said his nose has been broken like 3 times. And he can't breathe. He can't breathe through his nose. Yeah. That dude. Sick. I want that shit.
At this
Crazy,
point,
man.
at this point, I feel like you can buy that thing off. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean,
What are you, my financial advisor?
By the way, I feel like I'm talking to 2009 Dustin Poirier. Right? What happened to the hair? Why'd you shave it?
So I feel like a fight's coming up, and I told my wife, I said, you know what, this summer I'm gonna shave my hair when I get close to a fight. And I went in the bathroom, and I have these Conair trimmers.
Yeah.
And they're digital. They have a LED screen. It shows you the millimeters, how high you're cutting, how much hair you're leaving. And I started, and I had it the length I wanted because I just got a fresh fade. So I was just gonna shorten the top and keep the side faded to the skin. I wasn't gonna go this low. So it was good at first, and then hair got caught in them, and I had to take the hair out to continue cutting.
Oh.
And I didn't put it back on the same.
Oh no.
Digital. Yeah.
And so then you had a huge patch.
Yeah, and I just it was to the skin. I mean, I was bald there.
No.
Yeah. But we're growing back.
First of all, fantastic head of hair. I mean, there are no like crown situations. It's not like a DC thing where you got the island.
No, that happens when you move to California, and Louisiana is pretty good. But here I have the corners I wouldn't say are as prime as they used to be.
Yeah.
Just like some air vents, you know, to keep me cool when I'm getting overheated. But it's good.
And a
But
few
it's still
days
solid.
ago,
It's still good.
you looked like, you know, legit 2000, I don't know, 2010, 2009 Dustin Poirier just a few days ago when I saw on your Instagram, like when it was super, super short.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be that short, you know.
Dude, it looks like his nose is like doing the fucking profile, and he's just looking forward. Like he's looking forward. It looks like his nose is fucking sideways. Jesus.
I would say probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks from right now. That's how short I had it before I gapped it and had to go to the skin.
All right, so this is exciting. I'm very frustrated, and I can't imagine how you're feeling. I still, till this moment that we're sitting here right now, I don't understand why you versus Nathan Diaz hasn't been made. He's healthy, you're healthy. I mean, I feel
Bro,
like you've been talking about it since January. What's the problem?
Yeah, and then, dude, this reality show of an MMA community that we have, everybody's throwing shit at me anytime I say, "What's up, Nate?" Bro, this fight has been offered to me twice already this year, and I've accepted both times. It's not like I'm chasing this guy. Don't call my phone and ask me to fight the guy. I don't know. Maybe he can't get a deal done. On my side, I've accepted twice now this year, 2022.
So what's the problem? Why isn't it happening?
I'm not sure. I'm not doing his deals. I'm not, or I don't.
Dude, they need to open source the fucking MMA, like the UFC, like contracts, to where or not even the finance. Like, don't even worry about that. But I'm saying like the offerings and like who's offered which fights, who's offered which fights. If they fucking open, like they made that completely transparent, we would see so many more fights accepted because we would see that fucking Diaz is turning it down and Dustin's accepting, and then people could shit talk and be like, Nate, like take the fucking fight, and he'd be like, ah, fuck you, I don't even fight, fuck you, you don't even know me, and then, but maybe not for Nate Diaz, it would work more, but like other people, like there would be such a community incentive to like take fights and not like talk shit and not be active. It would increase activity rates. I fucking know it would, but I don't think Dana White is gonna do that because I don't even know why. I guess he's scared of people knowing about shit. But or like it would help. It would only help if like people knew who was being offered which fight, and we could see that like for example, Connor's turning down like a fight with DS3. You know what I mean? Like if we knew that, then I think it'd be less likely that it would happen because people would get so much shit for like saying one thing. Like when people are like, "Oh, I've been accepting the fight," and they're just lying because like that happens all the fucking time. That everyone just lies about like who they're trying to fight and shit. That's a good fucking idea, honestly. That's like $1 billion idea. The activity rates and the engagement rates would be so much better.
I don't know what's going on with him. You know,
So
I really wish I could tell you.
is it like one of those things where it's contingent on him signing? Because obviously you know what's going on with him, right? He's got one fight left.
Well, I know as much as everyone else knows, right?
Yeah.
Ariel, I know
Yeah.
he has one fight left. They offered him Chimaev, but then
Dude, Nate versus Chimaev, no one wants to see that shit. Come the fuck on. You're gonna end his fucking last fight. Like, if they did that, that would only be to like drop his stock as low as they could to make him harder to sell again once he leaves the UFC, which is just a shitty ass move. Like, don't do that. No one wants to watch Nate just get manhandled by Chimaev. Like, no. Give Nate a fucking striker and let him fight. Like, don't give him fucking wrestler that's just gonna throw him on the ground and eat him. Like, no. No one wants to see that from Nate and Chimaev. No one wants to see that.
or that's what was on the board when that came out a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I know as much as the everybody else in the MMA world knows, but I know for sure that I was offered him twice. I said yes both times, and one was a couple weeks after I just lost a title fight to Charles Oliveira. You know, like maybe the week after.
Wow.
He called me. Yeah.
And was that for the January card in Anaheim? Because there was at that point like some talk of maybe he'll be put on that card. Was it for that one?
That was whatever pay-per-view was. I think it was. I mean, it had to be the next pay-per-view
Yeah.
after my fight with Charles. Yeah.
And you were down.
Yes.
Were you banged up?
No.
So what the hell?
My pride.
Yeah. But like health wise, physically, you were okay.
Yeah, injury free.
So is there any sort of follow up? Like, hey guys, I've accepted this fight twice, and I see him on Twitter, and I see like, what's going on? Why aren't we making this fight?
I don't know, but apparently there was some want there, or the UFC wouldn't have called me those times they did. You know, I don't know. I feel like you guys aren't getting the full story. Nate's playing about the one in 2018. I've been offered this fight 3 times and it has accepted 3 times.
Wow. When was
Twice
it?
this year.
Yeah, and when was the other time? When was the third time? Are you talking about the 2018 or in addition to the 2000?
Yeah, I'm talking about MSG.
Yeah, of course. That was UFC 230, if I recall.
And to clear the air about 170, like I can make 55, no problem. If I have 8 weeks to a camp, I can make 55. But these guys are
The person in the background.
offering me fights at the end of the year. You know, I want to fight now. So I say, if I fight 170, that doubles the chances of me getting a fight right now. I want to fight this summer. You know, I have a daughter who's out of school. I can do a training camp, fight July 30th. Dallas is close to Louisiana, not too far from Florida. It just makes sense for me.
Yeah.
On my timeline. You know, I don't want to wait till the end of the year and fight at 155. I'll fight July at 155, but if they can't find somebody, then I'll fight at 170. So that's another reason like Nate makes sense. Let's fight. He's trying to get out of his contract. We'll get a damn deal done and let's fight. At 170, I'll go up, come right back down.
By the way, like right now, how much do you weigh? Like how big of a jump is 170?
I didn't weigh myself two but if I go get on the scale right now with you, I would probably think like 83, maybe 82, okay. Hopefully 82. But
yeah, and I mean he's fought a
dude, and he cuts down to 155, bro. Wait. Is it 155? Yeah, it's lightweight, 155. Yeah, that's insane. That's so, dude. Like I just don't get that. And I know everyone cuts weight, but like, why that drastically for specifically this case? Like, Nate just moved up. Colby just like everyone like Jorge moved up. Like everyone just moves up. I wish fucking Dustin. I'm excited to see him move up because I feel like he'd be a lot stronger. I feel like he'd be a lot better. The competition would be stronger because you're fighting with people that have fucking bigger hands and more muscle and shit, but like more power. But like you would be less strained. I don't know. I just don't get why specifically people like Dustin who like weigh so much above the limit go down so far. Like I just don't I don't get that. Cuz I feel like it just drains you doubly than because you're going 2 weight classes below you.
At 55.
That's about my average morning day weight, you know.
Right. Can I tell you my read on the situation? I feel like if he doesn't re-sign, they want to give him to Chimaev, and if he does re-sign, they'll make the fight with you. That's how I read the situation.
Dude,
I agree. They're trying to feed Nate to the fucking wolves if he leaves, so that his deals elsewhere will be shittier. And then if they re-sign, they'll give him to Poirier. I fucking agree because Poirier's actually a good fight. Chimaev is gonna kill him.
What I feel in my heart is the guy's not gonna re-sign.
Right.
You know, that's what I feel like. He would have. They've been going at this for a while, it seems, and I know he wants to fight. So, well, then I guess he's gonna, he's gonna fight Chimaev, I guess.
Well, don't you feel like you're being jerked around a little bit?
I mean, they jerked me around with the original 2018 thing. I feel like UFC should have cleared.
Don't you feel like you're being jerked off a little bit? Like the UFC's jerking you off, Dustin?
The air. Because Nate backed out of that fight. You know, they were offering me other fights. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get my hip taken care of. If it's not Nate in 3 weeks or whatever it was from the fight date, I said, I'm not fighting. And then he said, I'm the one who backed out and all this. But yeah, I don't know what's going on as of right now with this current contract with Chimaev, but I said yes to them twice this year. And I'm saying yes right now to you in the world. I'll fight you. Let's go. Yeah. You know, I can make weight next week.
Honestly, I feel like you and him have been saying yes for the past 6 months. Like, I feel like every few days it's like, dun, 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 dun. But then I saw a tweet from you. You said,
open source this shit.
170, let's go, right? Like, you put out this open invitation. Now, can I be honest with you about something? Sorry. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. You kind of threw me a curveball on one of these. You threw me a curveball. I wasn't expecting. I had to double check if it was the check mark Dustin Poirier that tweeted it. You tweeted to Colby Covington. That really surprised me. Why?
And look, I don't hate anyone, Ariel. But if there was a line right before I hate Colby standing there, and I really dislike the guy, and I've been saying, and I don't want him to make $1 from fighting me. But if they're offered, because they offered me him last week. That's why.
Oh.
They offered him Colby? Dude, Colby's like pressing charge. Like I don't think Colby hasn't said anything. I know. Colby hasn't said anything about this. He hasn't responded to Dustin, but like he's also pressing charges in like a legal case against fucking Masvidal because he fucking jumped him, got jumped at the fucking restaurant with the Nelk boys. Like the world is insane. Colby got jumped at a fucking restaurant in Miami with the fucking Nelk boys. Masvidal came up and beat him up. What? And now he's like pressing charges, which is, makes sense, I guess. It's fine. But like, and now Dustin Poirier's trying to fight him, and like, I don't know, dude. It's just weird, bro. The UFC is such a fucking weird place. Like, the people there are like, they're such characters. It's so funny. Like, I like it. It's such a cool thing.
Yeah. So whatever, I tweeted that out Saturday.
Yeah.
Or Friday. They offered me him Tuesday or Wednesday that week.
Okay.
It was either wait to the end of the year and fight, for a number one contender at lightweight, or fight July against him, and that was the name that they gave me. So I'm like, fuck it. That's not a call out of him.
Just
I'm
trying
not
to
going out
capture
of my
something,
way.
my bad.
I don't want to fight the guy. I don't want him profiting anything off of me. But if they're not going to give me a fight until the end of the year, and this is what you're giving me, I got to fight. I got to do what I got to do. I don't want to sit in a holding pattern for, I fought in December. I don't want to sit in a holding pattern for 10, 11 months. I'm healthy and I want to fight.
So last week when they offered you him, did you accept?
No, I didn't accept either fight.
Oh, but
Either? He said he accepted Nate. Either? What's the other one he's talking about?
I didn't say no to either fight. I just
Right.
said I'll get back to you. Yeah.
Got it. And so the tweet, is that an indication that you are willing to take this fight?
Yeah, I'll fight him. Dude, I want to fight and I don't care. I don't want the guy making money, but if they're not offering me other names, what do I do? Wait to the end of the year?
I remember one time a few years ago, I asked you one question about him and you kind of got mad at me. And I was like, I'm never going to ask you about him ever again because obviously, and I wasn't planning on asking you about him when we agreed to do this. But then you tweeted that thing. So I was like, well, now I have to ask
I know.
you.
And like, I'm kind of pissed off with myself for saying I would do it, Not that I'm worried about the guy or his skill set or anything like that. It's just I don't want the fucking guy to prosper because I said yes to a fight with him. I don't want that. I don't want him to make $1.
Okay, here's why I don't fucking want to see this fight. But I fucking like Dustin. I want Dustin to win, and I think Dustin beats him in striking. I think he's just a much better fucking striker. I think he's stronger. I just don't think he wins the grappling. I think Colby will get the takedown and just sit on him in the round and just kind of bang him up a little bit and win off points. I think that's how the fight will go, and I don't want to watch that because I don't want to see Dustin lose that way. As someone that's like shitty, and shit talking his fucking family. It's just fucking lame. Like I just don't want to see that because Colby. Like look up what fucking Colby said about like his wife, his kid. Like you can't talk about someone's fucking like child, like daughter, like child, like she's a child. Like no, dude, like come on. I just don't want to see him lose to like someone like that, and like not like even like definitively lose and like get knocked out. But like he wouldn't get knocked out. He would get like wrestle fucked. He would get like sat on, and which is valid, which fair. But like this is not what I want to see. And I don't want to see specifically this like grudge match. I want it to be a fucking grudge match. Like beat him up, bro. Like fight. Which is what I wanted to see that with Jorge. We didn't. We just saw. I think it'd be the same thing. I think Colby would get a takedown and then just kind of not do a lot. And that is just irritating to me. I don't want to see it. Instead, I do want to see Dustin versus Nate or Dustin versus Chandler. Both of those are more exciting. Ideally, Dustin versus Chandler. That's like a ranked fucking competitive ass match, and it has like title indications, even though both of them have already fought and lost. But it's like a ranked thing. And then Nate versus Dustin. It was like that was gonna happen like years and years back, 2018, and it didn't happen. Fuck! I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. It didn't happen. I forget why, but someone pulled out. I think Nate pulled out. I think maybe it just fell apart. I'm not sure. But it didn't happen, so that'd be like a legacy fight we could see, and they're both the fucking dope-ass people, and it'd be like a stand-up fight. So I think it'd just be an entertaining fight. I think Dustin will win both those fights. I don't want to see Colby. Oh, fuck, I clicked spacebar on my stream instead of the video.
Off of anything that I've done or off of fighting me, period. But you get a glass of whiskey and they call you a couple days before, shit happens, and then you fight.
Right.
So fuck it. It's at least it ain't a fight. If it does happen, it's not a fight I'm gonna take any damage in. This fucking guy.
Why
That's
do you
true.
hate him
That's
so much?
fair.
He's everything I dislike about mixed martial arts. You know, he's a cartoon character. Everything he does is for an extra click, view. None of it's authentic. He can wrestle. He's tough. I've been around him for years. I know him from being around in the gym with him, you know, since 2012, 2013 ish. But he's just a fake, a phony, you know.
When you guys were at ATT, were you cool? Before all the
We've
changes.
hung out. We hung out one time outside of the gym. And I believe it was like a Robbie Lawler fight or something. He came over to my house. I bought the pay-per-view. We watched it. I had a couple people there, but that's the only time I've ever hung out with the guy outside of the gym walls.
And that's like a common story that people like Jorge kind of says the same shit. It's like they were like normal people, and then Kobe just switched up and like stopped paying people and started, you know, doing shady ass shit. And they were like normal. They were on like good. I think I mean fucking Jorge and him were like best friends and shit. But like the other people at the American Top Team down in Florida, they that's like a similar story. I think that, you know, as much as like I don't even hate Colby. Like I just like I understand like you have to get it's money. Like it's a business. Like I fucking get that shit. But I mean like it's just the kid shit, the family shit. I understand to be funny, but like I just don't think it's that funny. I think it's shitty. And that other shit, like not paying your fucking managers and coaches, or coaches particularly, that's fucking lame. So I you know, on one hand I'm like, I mean fuck it, like Kobe, I mean it's fucking money, it's an individual sport. I mean not really. You have coaches, you have teammates that are training you, so I mean you fucking pay them. Obviously, yeah. So not even on one hand, like pay your fucking guys, like, and don't talk about people's kids. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I think I end there.
I have to say, I got a lot of heat for this, and maybe you're a father, I'm a father, daughter. I don't know. I really did not like when he brought your family into the post-fight interview. That really bothered me against Masvidal, and so I just wanted to know how
I
you
think,
felt when you heard that.
I mean, it's messed up. You don't talk about people's family, but then again, I know it's all an act and a character, but there are lines that are being crossed. You know, I think these guys do that. Same thing with Connor, like talking about my wife. They know these guys know, and I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck about this stuff that much no more. I've said it after I knocked Connor's ass out in Dubai. I told Daniel through the cage, you know, I don't really care about this stuff no more. So they're trying to attach things that they know I do care about, which is my family, my daughter. More so, I care about them than
Yeah.
I will never put a pair of gloves on again if it has anything to do with them. You know, I love them with all of my heart. Like I text you whenever I was on vacation and that stuff was happening with him. I told you, dude, I don't really play around with this stuff like that. I think they're trying to attach onto things that they know that I actually do love and would die for, and trying to pull at those strings. That's what's happening.
Is there any concern that if you did agree to this fight and it was made, that this becomes now a thing, right? Like it will now become part of the storyline and it goes down this path?
And that's what Mike Brown called me the next day and said that, you know, DP, if you take that fight, you know, it's going to be 2 months of that, of, you know, them talking about your family and making this stuff up. I don't know if you want to put your family, wife and daughter through that, but I've already, you know, hit pull, you know, on the tweet. You know, I can't. And Colby knows what's up. He knows what's happening in the gym. You know, I'm not a scrap and tell kind of guy. I don't say what happened, but he knows what's happened those years in the gym. And at the same time, I do. I know he's taken me down and rid me out rounds, but he's also known a couple of times what happened to him. And it is what it is, man. I don't want my family to go through that, but also I want to fight, man. Give me a fight then.
Is there any part of you, or maybe
I'm sorry, I keep talking about his fucking nose, but his nose is fucked up. Like it's like falling off, like it's leaning. The leaning tower, like it's leaning. He says he can't breathe through his fucking nose. How can you fucking fight like that? Like mouth breathing? It's crazy. It's just crazy.
maybe Mike, who thinks that it might be too personal? Like when you fight emotionally, when there's family involved, then you start to fight a different kind of fight. Is there a concern there?
I don't. We're not that far into it yet. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, the UFC calls and says, "We got Nate under control. Let's do it." That'd be that. Hopefully, that happens, and then we can just have a real fighters fight. None of this showman shit, bullshit that's lies and for clicks and views, and I don't have to hold my tongue anymore, Ariel, because I really don't care. So I can speak to you like I would speak to you on the phone. I know people are watching. I don't care.
I appreciate that. So just to be clear, number one choice would be Nate. Like if they called you up right now, like, all right, Dustin, what do you want? We'll do any fight. Is it Nate number one?
It would be to get to the closer to a title shot at 155. If there was an option, you could be a number one contender fight at 155. I
Chandler?
would probably take that. I would probably take that depending on the timeline. I don't want to do it at the end of the year. If they offer me Nate, I would for sure take Nate.
Can I ask about that one? You told us about Colby. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you about that one. What are the details?
I don't want to say that.
Okay.
I don't want to release the information on that one, but I was offered a number one contender fight at 155, but I don't want to wait that long.
I get it.
Wait, what? I missed what just fucking what was said. What was that? He was offered a 155 contender fight. Well, he fights at 155, right? Am I wrong? Have I been saying like the wrong shit? Hold up. He fights at he's fucking lightweight. Like what the 155? Yeah. He was offered he is the number one contender. Or number 3 or 2. The other one is like Justin Gaethje or Chandler. I don't really understand what that means.
So, I don't even know why I would have to wait that long.
Right. By the way, what did you think of the title fight with Oliveira just a couple of weeks ago?
Looks fucking good.
I bet on Oliveira.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Big.
I thought he was going to win.
Big money?
I mean, nothing crazy, but I made some money on him. Yeah.
Do you think it's fair that
I bet on Chandler too? I don't have any hate on these guys. Like I said, bro, I bet on Chandler too. I parlayed him, bet him straight up everything, did it all.
Do you think he should be stripped? Do you think he should be, viewed as the non-champ at this point because of the 0.5?
Who gives a shit?
Man, I don't know, bro. That's tough. That's a tough line to call. But the thing for me is
Robert just typed in the chat. I would destroy Dustin. Me versus Dustin 2025. Hey, 2025. What is that? 4 years away? 3 years away? This is 2022. I forgot. 3 years away. I don't think he win, but you know what? I want to see the fight. I would pay money for it, Robert. Honestly, I think you might get karate chopped in the fucking head, but like it is what it is. I respect it.
Like defending that belt. That doesn't count as a defense now. That's part of his legacy.
Yeah.
He's beaten.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about the fucking the title strip is like that. First of all, it changes fucking money. They could change his fucking money, and he forfeited a part of his purse, and now it doesn't have that. So in terms of like record building and like legacy building, that's one less title defense that he has in the long term of his career, and that's shitty because it's like it's arguably like the scale was tampered with. Arguably, it wasn't a legitimate missed weight, but that has effects beyond the fucking one fight strip. That's why I think it's stupid. That's why I might just give him the fucking title. He was clearly gonna fucking destroy Gaethje, and he did easily. And now that's not a title defense. Like that's fucking lame.
And the best guys out, every time, and now he can't say he beat Gaethje in his hometown in a title defense because it's on paper. We all know. The real fans know. Just like we all know that Eve Edwards was a lightweight champion back in the day when he knocked out Josh Thompson. I know that.
Right.
The casuals might not, but
I think people pay to see
that was a
whoever
defense
fight.
for Charles, for sure.
I mean, we don't pay.
You mentioned Michael Chandler. I don't know if you know this, but he was on my show last week.
I'm just kidding. I pay.
And I asked him about you. Did you see his comments?
Yeah.
Can I play them for the audience just to remind them?
I mean, this is your show.
All right. I'm going to play the comments, and then I'd love to get your response because I wasn't expecting him to go in this direction, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. So this is Michael Chandler last week on the program.
I have no interest in fighting Dustin, honestly.
How come?
I got asked the other day who do they see being a champion if it wasn't me or wasn't, and I completely forgot about him. I to be quite honest, man, I think he's a great dude. I think I like him for the sport, but I also think I was completely disregarded and pushed aside whenever I came into the organization. He completely disregarded me, completely, acted as though I didn't deserve to be where I was. And so maybe it's a little bit more of a personal issue, but I also don't think is Dustin a draw?
Dude, what the? I mean, yes, that's a fucking draw. Dustin was like interim champ. Like, yes, he beat Conor McGregor fucking twice. Yes, he's a fucking draw. Yes, clearly you know that. You didn't forget about him. You felt pushed to the side. I mean, like, the resentment was because you had one fight and a title shot. That's kind of that. I feel like resentment in that regard is like fair. Same time, I want everyone to win. I think like who gives a shit? Go for the title. I mean, he had the Bellator career. He was doing good, but like hell yeah. But I mean, to say like, oh, Dustin's not a draw, I don't care about Dustin. But just because like he was maybe mad that you got ranked fights just immediately, number one contender shit. That's stupid.
I mean, I guess he is the number 2 guy, the rank number 2 now. But he's kind of just stayed at number 2, and he's, I don't know how active he's going to be. But I did see that he tweeted that I was saying everybody else's name but his, as if I was, maybe didn't want to fight him because of, technical reasons or whatnot. But that was more just I forgot about him, to be honest with you.
What do you make of those comments? Said a lot there.
Yeah. I mean, if you really, just like when he grabbed the mic after he won, if you really believe that these guys, the stuff they're saying is real, you're out of your mind. You think the guy forgot about me? The route.
Yeah, that I hate that shit too. That fake. Oh, I forgot about it. No, you didn't. You just didn't want to fight him. Just say that. Like, also I forgot. Like, clearly you didn't forget. You fucking see each other. Like you're in the same fucking ranked. You're like 2 ranks away. Like you know who this guy is. Come on, dude.
To the title shot. Charles is still number 1. I mean, the champion. I'm number 1. Yeah. You think? And who's a draw, bro? I'm not here. I'm not that guy. I like to point out and pick on people and do this and stuff like that. But if we go to the numbers, which don't lie, you were supporting cast in the last pay-per-view that you fought on with 2 title fights. And me and Charles were the 1 title. Yeah. Wow, we had 2 title fights. Never mind. But look at the numbers. What do we sell? 6 something? What they sell? Over 400? I mean, who's a draw? I don't know. I don't play that shit because I don't really care. But don't say stuff that you can find out the numbers and see who's watching more.
He said that when he first came in, you disregarded him. Is that accurate?
For sure, yeah. We fought he came in, fought. He's never beat anybody coming off of a win in the UFC, Ariel.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like he was ushered in Dana White privilege, fucking Tony Ferguson. He was ushered in into like a ranked fight off of Dan Hooker. No, he was ushered into a title fight off of Dan Hooker, which like how does that like I mean, oh, sure, like I don't care, but I mean like I could completely understand if other fucking ranked fighters are like what the fuck? Like hell yeah, like what? Obviously.
He's been dropped in his last 3 fights. He's never beat somebody coming off of a win. What is Dan Hooker's last 5 fights and what is Tony Ferguson's last 5 fights? The 2 guys he beat in the UFC. What are their records in their last fights? And I'm not talking trash. I'm stating facts. It's whatever, bro. I don't care. I'll fight him too. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Just book me something.
Dude, I like this dude. Just give this dude a fucking fight. I want to see it, man. Hell yeah.
I'll say to you what I said to him afterwards. Like, I kind of now want to really see that fight. Like, but
I want to see it.
His comments. I really actually want to see that fight now. Is that bad?
No, it's fighting.
Would you want to see that fight? Would you want to have that fight?
Somebody's gonna get sparked out for sure. Let's go.
I mean, were you?
He was upset.
Yeah.
He was upset because somebody asked me something about him online, and I said Michael Chandler, and then he got upset. But boy, his he did his due diligence on his return fire because man, that was good. That was good.
What did he say? Wait, I want to see what he said. Wait, let's see what
Michael Johnson, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they got knocked out. Yeah.
I mean, what do you think when you see that? He's referring to the fight that you guys had many moons ago. Now I can't even remember. 2017, I think it was.
That's the only thing that's real is the damn results, Ariel. Or what can I say? I know I got clipped. The guy beat me. He's not lying. What Michael tweeted out wasn't a lie.
I noticed that you're very good.
Dude, Ariel is such a little weasel, bro. A little snaky boy. Like he knows what the fuck. He's another one of these bullshit. I mean, I like him, but he the way he like acts like he doesn't know what he's asking, and he's like, but it's just funny, bro. Like, oh, what happened when you lost? So what were your emotions? Like, yeah, yeah, it sucked. It fucking sucked. It sucks.
Hey, I can take it. I can take it because I dish it out, Ariel.
Right,
So
yeah.
I can take it because I dish it out.
Why do you always retweet the haters though?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're very
Why do you always read the retweets?
well. I mean, they're on my timeline. I mean, you're actually
Yeah, same shit. It's fun. It's on my timeline.
You're a very underrated tweeter. You're self-deprecating. You retweet the hate, so we get a window into that world. But I would imagine if I'm a hardcore Poirier fan and I'm like, "Yo, man, I love you," it'd be like, "Yo, retweet me instead."
Yeah. Doesn't incentivize the hate if you're doing that.
And I do sometimes. I do, or I'll directly reply to those guys when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy because my timeline's full of hate. Me and my wife were just talking about that after Friday. She was like, let's stay off of social media, like I do for training camps. Like the last 4 or 5 weeks, I kind of let my team post. I have a social media team. I approve the stuff they posted just so I'm not on it reading all the stuff because I get too into it. Like if I'm on it a few days in a row, a lot reading it, then I'm really like. But if I leave it all on for a couple of days, then I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need to go in there and see the stuff.
So right now,
Off that shit, man.
you'd be open to Chandler. You'd be open to Dustin. You'd be even open. The Colby one really surprised me. I'm not going to lie about that. Do you think any of these actually happen?
I am Dustin. I am Dustin though.
Yeah, he said open to Dustin.
Yeah,
Wait, did I say Dustin? Wait, what did I say? What did I say? I said Dustin?
It's all good, Shmo. I'm gonna keep doing this interview with you.
No, I said, okay, well, sorry. Let me do it again. You open to Chandler, open to Colby, open to Nathan, excuse me. I get very flustered because I'm not sure if you're going to get mad at me or whatnot.
Look, that list you just named,
Yeah.
take a handful of other names and throw them. I'm open to all that. Let's go. I want to fight.
Wonder Boy 2 jumped in there.
Don't want to see
I'll
that.
fight anybody, dude. I'll fight you right now.
Let's go. By the way, I think that would do bigger numbers.
All right.
Dude, I wish Dustin didn't have to be the nice guy because he's so clearly like a funny like asshole. Well, not even like he's a good dude, but I mean like his fucking like humor shit is like asshole humor. Like I wish he could just say all that shit because it's funny. Like I'll fight you right now. Like that's funny, dude. And he does good shit. Like he's not a bad. Like I don't think he's a bad guy, but like I think he has that like that mean spirited humor and it's funny. Like I wish he would just let himself say all that shit because I feel like it'd be more like I don't know, just don't. Who gives a shit? Like who actually cares if the guy that beats people the fuck up says mean things? Like and not like Colby mean things. We're talking about someone's kids, but like funny mean things. Like it's funny. I think Dustin Poirier is like I wish I want to see like where he doesn't have to be like a nice guy because I think he is a nice guy, but I think in like these types of scenarios where he's like talking about other fighters and like fighting people, it's not a nice thing. Like it's fucking weird that people are like, "Oh, this is nice. Like we're gonna be nice." You don't have to hate them, but like you can it's game, bro. Like spit the game. It's funny.
400. I'm just saying.
Hey, who's the draw now? Who's the draw now?
Also, Robert's making
I'm
clips.
not sure.
Thank you. Robert. I
What's his
appreciate
name?
that.
Sean Brady got in the mix over there. I mean, everyone was jumping in there.
Yeah, I just have fun with that stuff too. But I mean, everybody is potentially a target. Anybody who fights in the UFC and can make the weights that I'm gonna fight at is a target. So, but I have fun with that stuff. Like with the Sean Brady stuff, like I'll fight you too.
Yeah.
It's all whatever. We'll see what the UFC wants to do. Give me a list of names and let's fight, man.
How confident are you? Not about the opponent, but just the date.
Nate, dude, get Nate's shit together. Let him fight it out, or whatever you got to do, Nate, on the business side.
Fuck.
Let's go.
I wish I
That's
could call.
a fun fight for me.
I wish I could call Nate right now.
That's a fun fight for me. Like I've said, and I guess a lot of people say the same shit with that. It's like I've been watching the guy fight. I was living at my mom's house. He was
Wait.
fighting on Spike TV and stuff like that. I've been a fan.
Wait. Wait. Robert posted a clip. I want to watch it. I'll come back to this. Robert did a clip. I want to look at it. Might as well just play it if I'm fucking, Oh fuck. Channel. Yeah, here we go.
I mean, if you really, just like when he grabbed the mic after he won. If you really believe that these guys, the stuff they're saying is real, you're out of your mind. You think the guy forgot about me? The the route.
Yeah, that I hate that shit too. That fake. Oh, I forgot about it. No, you didn't. You just didn't want to fight him. Just say that. Like, also, I forgot. Like, clearly you didn't forget. You fucking see each other. Like, you're in the same fucking ranked. You're like 2 ranks away. Like, you know who this guy is.
I mean, if you really, that's the just.
Do I have to save it? Do I have to save his highlight? Oh, I have a mature audience. I'll do this later. I don't know what this is. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how to do this Twitch shit. Okay. Where was? Let's finish this video. I've been streaming for like. See, okay. This is how I'll stream now. Like I can actually talk about this shit. Like shit that I think is actually interesting, and I won't do like the video game shit. I won't do the fucking. We'll do that maybe, but like. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stream shit that I think is fucking cool that I can actually talk about and care about talking about, and then I'm just gonna upload the entire thing because I don't edit shit. I've tried. I stopped halfway through. I just never. I'll just upload the whole clip. I'll download this tonight. I'll upload it to fucking YouTube, and like once I'm done, and that is just what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a full clip, hour and a half stream of, and just hopefully if someone likes it they can watch it. If not, I don't even care. Who cares? I don't know.
Him and his brother for a long time, but if he leaves the UFC and I never get to touch that chin, that sucks, man.
Yeah, you have to see them fucking fight.
Week? He was urinating outside the PI.
I did. I went up them. When I get out there, you'll see what happens.
I'm gonna shit on their lawn. I'm gonna shit on the UFC's lawn. That was funny. That was a funny tweet. I'm gonna shit in Dana's mouth. Duh! You're gonna. We see Nate taking a piss outside. Is Dana White watching Nate? Oh, he's taking a piss in the window. Oh, fuck that guy. Dustin, you can't shit in my mouth, Dustin. Dustin, you can't shit in my mouth. Dustin. His face is all red. Dana White shit mouth.
Are you mad? You're not mad though at them. I mean, I feel like they other than all this, you know.
Mad at the UFC?
Yeah.
No, they've been great to me, man.
Right.
Of course, I've had to blaze my own path to get to where I'm at right now, but we've always worked it out and everything's been great. You know, besides them offering me a lightweight fight at the end of the year or a welterweight fight in July. You know, against a guy I don't really want to fight and give him any platform. But
so is it like if I'm sitting at home right now watching this and the UFC is one of those people watching this, is it possible you could be like, wow, Dustin Poirier is going to fight Colby Covington July 30th? If they offered you the fight and now you say that you want it, what is going to stop them from making this fight at this point?
Who cares? Let's go. What is the question?
No, I mean the question is, I feel like you have a fight.
What was that fucking question? What does that even mean? How would he know? How would he fucking know that?
Offered you something, you say now you'll take it. He already called you out. I feel like there's no roadblocks that you'll be fighting July 30th against Colby Covington. Why wouldn't it happen at this point?
I don't know.
He just repeated the same shit. How would he know that? He's not the guy making the fucking fight. He just said he wants to fight.
This is crazy.
I don't know.
I never in a million years would have predicted that you'd fight Colby Covington, that you would even agree to fight him.
And I don't, dude. I was the one telling people they can offer me $10 million. I'm fighting the guy. You know? But I want to fight.
All right, post the highlights. Okay, wait, Robert made another clip. Let's watch it. And I'll highlight. I'll highlight after. I'll highlight this one. Actually, I can just do them both right now, I guess, right? Oh, fuck. Wait, I'll do the other. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mature audience. I'll do this later. I don't know what this is. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how to do this Twitch shit. That's good. Okay. That's a good one. Mature audience. I'll do this later. That was a good one. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how to do this Twitch shit. Okay, can I rename it? Can I say? Actually, no, I'll keep it. I'll just keep it. Mature audience. How do I? Oh, publish highlight. I mean, this is not. Can I? It's not even that mature. I just say a bad word. Like, I'm gonna take that shit off. Save. Yeah, just put. Dude, it's 9 seconds. How much do we have
I mean,
to
if you really-
process? Yeah. Yeah. We'll publish it. We need shit. We need fucking. I'll just keep the names because like it's. I don't even. It's processing. Oh, I was trying to get back to my video. This is me. There we go. Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Robert.
And that's one, like, did you see what happened with Masvidal? Obviously you did. You saw the aftermath, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel about
Dude,
that?
Dude, trust me, I don't want to give the guy.
Yeah.
If there's another name that they offer me in that time zone, the time frame, I'll pick the other name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to fight this guy. I don't want to give him any platform. It's horrible, you know.
Mm.
You know, Masvidal really does what he's acting like he is. You know, tough guy. And then now all this other stuff happens, which I can't speak about because I, you know, don't know intelligently enough about the situation, exactly what happened and what they're going through. So it is what it is. But
I want to braid my.
Is there any,
my
just curious, is there
I want to braid my goatee into like 2 little like strands like this, like this, like a like a spider's mandible. Hold up. I'm gonna not shave for the entire summer just so I can do this. I fucking swear I won't shave. Well, I'm gonna show you what I'll show you what I mean. I haven't shaved in a while actually, but oh, that's good. It only grows underneath my chin. Like direct, like it does not grow here. It grows right here, like in a line. Okay, I actually don't like ugh! Dude, look at, oh, dude, I don't even like looking at that, but that's kind of what I mean. It's funny. That's funny. That's good. Like those Chinese philosophers that stereotypically have like the long ass like. Yeah, that's dope. Like separate little things that aren't connected. It's a status symbol, I think. Yeah, yeah, like this. I like that. Wait a sec. Okay, how am I watching? Here we go. Okay, let's finish up. We have 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes.
Is there any name at 55 that we haven't mentioned that you'd be interested in? I mean, it seems like Charles will fight Islam. You're there.
I'll fight Chandler. I'll fight Gaethje. If Tony wins a fight and comes back down to 55, I'll fight Tony. Whoever's in the line, dude, I'll fight anybody. Anyone.
Yeah.
I'll fight.
And
anyone that makes sense. Anyone
Sure.
that makes sense, right?
Not coming back anytime soon, but does Connor still make sense? Like there was some talk of
Dude, Connor broke his fucking leg in their last fight. He got beaten twice. That's a trilogy. The trilogy's fucking done. I would watch it again, but he's not gonna fight him again. Actually, he might. I mean, good payday. But like Connor, the more he loses, the less and less. Actually, Connor's like in a unique scenario where like the more he loses, it doesn't even affect his stock. He will be valued at the same amount just because he's Connor. But to himself, fucking just continuously losing to top ranked guys, I think he's going to transition out of MMA and into boxing. That's what I think, personally. And I think he'd do better in boxing because he is a good striker. And he's been training boxing, like, even before, like, during the Dustin camps, he was training boxing because he was going to fight fucking Manny Pacquiao back in the day. So I think he was already shifting out, and then he just came back in because Pacquiao faded away. And then the Dustin trilogy was, like, offered.
the 4th fight back in July of last year, like, oh, they'll do it one more time, or do you think that ship has sailed?
That's tough to say. You never know. I don't know. I'll fight him at 55 or 70 though, if he does come back and want to fight.
70?
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
He's in it too.
Have they ever said to you or your team that that's one that they'd like to do in the future?
Never.
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 Well, Do you think we covered it all here? I mean, I feel like this was a little bit of a State of the Union address, you know?
Wow, dude, that's what my stream is titled, the State of the Union Address. How serendipitous. Yeah, it was a perfect usage of that word, actually. A happy accident.
An update, if you will.
It's just a air it out.
Yeah.
Tell the people how I'm really, tell you how I'm really feeling. Not bite my tongue, not play character, not be a
I love
fake
it.
phony like the rest of these frauds. So if there's anything else you need to know, fire away because I'm not biting my tongue.
Did you feel? Would it be fair to say that you are frustrated at the moment? Would that be a fair assessment of your mood when it comes to your career, the fighting? Not.
Not so. I mean, frustrated with myself. Like my last performance, I'm so much better than that. That's not. I have so much more to give. I know. Oh, dude, that's fighting. I wish there's a lot of things in fights I wish I could change and do differently and approach differently. But no, not so much frustrated with that. I can stomach and digest everything that I've done in my fighting career. Yeah, I don't have any. Of course, I wish I would have fought smarter sometimes and done things a little bit differently. But like the past is the past. I just every time I get out of the octagon, I hope win, lose, or draw that I'm just happy with my performance. If the guy's better than me, then he's better than me. But I just want to be happy with myself, So
If in terms of like my favorite fighters, like Dustin Poirier has grown to be like one of my favorite. Apart from like, just technical ability, like he's like a dope individual. Like he does cool shit. He has very interesting, like he has a story. He has a progression in his character. Like you can go back and look at his early fights, go back and look at his early interviews, whatever, and kind of follow him along his road or whatever. And you can see that he became not only a better fighter, but like the mindset changed. Became like a champion mindset. Became very like it's really interesting because like if you look also at people like Israel or people like maybe not Israel, but no Israel because you go back and you look at like I mean before he was in the UFC, Israel had fucking like what like 60 or 90 fucking like fights in the kickboxing, just going on tours and shit, different places. So it's like the fighter's journey. It's like the hero's journey. It's like the fucking you through physical progress, you mentally progress, and that's pretty interesting. I mean, that's kind of why I like it a lot. Especially so going back to Dustin Poirier, like if you look at interviews recently, like in the one leading up to the Charles fight, he went on Ariel's show. They kind of talked about his like mentality and like kind of learning about what he can control, what he can't control, and it's just like the process of self-actualization that you see physically manifested in like fighting, but also through the physicality of it. It's like the mentality changes too. It's really interesting. I mean that's why I'm really interested in it, and I like watching. I'm very interested in the fighter stories because they all have similar kind of similar like they're very deep people. Like if you hear them talk, not all of them, obviously, some of them are just fucking crazy. Like John Jones, like maybe he's still working through some shit, but like whatever. I'm not gonna talk down to anyone, but like I mean I don't know. Like Khabib, like they all have different. They come from different circumstances, different stories, but they're united by like this self purification, kind of, where they start eliminating all the extraneous things, and as they start doing that, they become better in fighting, but also in mentality. It's just interesting. Connor talks about it too, especially early Connor. That's why, like when he was doing some special shit, like knocking people out and talking about how he was gonna knock them out before, and then doing it. It's really interesting to see like how they like how they train, how they meditate, they journal. You know what I mean? Like they I don't know. It's cool shit, dude. So if you're interested in this, start like look up Dustin Poirier's like interviews, hear him talk. Even Conor McGregor's like old training footage, he had some weird ass shit. Like he was doing movement, he had like movement coaches. He was doing like watch his documentary. The documentary is kind of it's more like sensationalist. Like it's more like the Notorious one on Netflix. It's more like it's not the best, but you get you start scratching the surface, and then go to his YouTube interviews, hear him talk, hear him watch his fights, and then go hear the before and after. It's really cool. It's really fucking cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm not frustrated with anything like that. I can do anything I want. I can get back to the grindstone and work myself back up to any position I want to be in. You know, I just want to be busy right now.
Have you allowed yourself to watch that fight against Oliveira again?
Yeah.
A lot? Once?
One night I watched it maybe 5 times in a row. One night I went deep on it, but since the fight, it's only really been one night that I really dove into it.
Why 5 times in a row?
Because everybody was asleep. I was here in my office and I was quiet, and I just wanted to. It wasn't that long of a fight, you know, so I wanted to.
But like,
relive a couple rounds.
What are you looking at when you're watching it over and over again?
Times I could have went in and done just all the things differently I could have done. Different stuff that he was doing in the clinch. I was impressed with a lot of stuff that he did. That made me confident in his fight with Justin. You know, I was sure that if Justin tried to fight him at like a kickboxing range, that Charles wasn't going to allow it. I knew he was going to step in, clinch, throw knees, and make it dirty in there. You know, not let him really throw punches from the outside. That's what I thought. But then Charles went out there and dropped him with a 2. You know, from open. So. But it just gave me more confidence in Charles watching that fight over and over again.
All this damage that he's taking is going to catch up to him, right?
Who? Justin? Gaethje?
Yeah, but
who?
How much damage is he really taking? You know, I mean, he's going down,
Charles?
but it's not like
Charles.
down. He might just be getting hit and laying on his back. You know.
Yeah. He's not getting dropped. Like people were talking about this. Like Justin drops him and shit. I don't think he's pulling guard. Like he's not. He's certainly getting impacted, but he's pulling guard. He's fucking going into his. He's inviting him down. Like, nah. He's not taking that much damage. Compared to fucking Justin. Like have you seen Justin's fight? Like, how that's damage.
It's not like he's getting dropped where his head's bouncing around and he's barely hanging on to life for the most part. You know, even when Chandler dropped him, he had the
that fight he did take damage.
Whereabouts to kind of keep his head moving so he would get hit with those big hooks when Chandler was on top of him. Right. You know, if you're really, really hurt and rattled, you don't have the senses to do that type of thing. You get finished most of the time, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. It's tough to say how damaged he's really getting.
Do you think he beats Islam?
I'm excited about this. This is fucking interesting. Let's talk about it after.
Man,
Okay, I'll so this is Islam. Does Charles beat Islam? I'll let this one play out until they're done talking about it, and then I'll talk about it.
I think he beats Islam on the feet. I don't know about Islam's jiu-jitsu.
Right. That would be an interesting one. Well, you know, I have to.
Okay, that was like one sentence, so I guess I'll talk about it now. Yeah, so I mean, my whole thing with fucking Islam versus Charles, close fight, good fight. I'm very excited to see it because I think it's gonna happen. I think. Even if he fights, Islam goes to Beneil Dariush first, he's gonna beat him, and then once he beats him, that's title fight after that. Like it has to be, assuredly. So, let's just say we're in the title fight now. So Islam versus Charles, I think, a lot of people are comparing Islam to Khabib. And that's the closest thing you can compare him to. It's kind of the only thing you can compare him to because they're so closely linked. Because you know he's training him and shit, and they both, you know, they're family. But like, it's not the dominance and the control is not the same. Islam's very good. Islam beats pretty much everyone else in the fucking division. But when it comes to Charles, the whole difference between them, in my opinion, yeah, I do think Charles beats him on standing. I think very easily he beats him striking. But then, you know, they're both grapplers, so they're gonna grapple. Whereas a lot of fighters, how Charles and Islam are different from the rest of the division. Whereas a lot of fighters that are grapplers, grappling background, jiu-jitsu background, they relinquish it once they get fucking hit and they go into an ego battle and they're like, I'm not gonna do my shit because you were fighting. And like Gilbert Burns versus Kamzat, like there was no wrestling. Like that was an ego battle. It's fun to watch, but it's not how you guarantee a win. And like Islam does not do that. Charles does not do that. They play their fucking game and they have a strategy and they implement it. But Islam's strategy is dominance, top game, and then ground and pound or submission, and he's good at it. But Charles' strategy is we can fucking clip them standing up. We could really hurt them. We can knock them out. He knocked out Chandler, and then I can go top. I can pull guard. You see him pull guard fucking 3 times around, 4 times around. Whenever he gets hit, he pulls guard. Like Justin gets hit. That's what they were talking about earlier. That he gets hit and he just drops in the fucking. He's like, come down. Islam cannot play off his back. We haven't seen it really happen. Charles wants to play off his back, and he can play off top game. I just think Charles has more options. I think Charles has more options. Standing, he wins. And then once we get to the ground, he has more options. He can play off the back. And a disadvantageous position for Islam is not a disadvantageous position for Charles. So Islam on his back is disadvantageous. Usually, if you're on your back, you're at a disadvantaged position. Unless you're a good jiu-jitsu, bottom player. And like Charles is... It's not disadvantageous. That's game plan. So it's like I don't think Islam will be able to control him the same way he controls other people. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We haven't seen it. I'm very excited to see it. It's gonna be a close fight, but I do think Charles has options where Islam does not have options in the same areas. Charles off his back can pull his submissions off. Islam off his back is not gonna pull his submission off. Islam wants to control you in top game, pull a submission off, or ground and pound you. Charles can do that and do the other thing and do the opposite. You know what I mean? He could do both. Islam can't do both. Islam's very good at one of those things. That's why I do think Charles has the advantage. And if I bet money, I think I would bet on Charles. Islam's still good. And Islam has that like confidence. He's very confident. Charles is very confident. So I think they're very similar in a lot of ways. They're coming off win streaks. Islam has lost once. Charles has lost more than once, a couple times. Very similar, but where they differentiate is how many options each fighter has in the disadvantageous positions. I think Charles wins because there's not really a disadvantageous position for him. There's no disadvantage in like positionally. Like he can win at every position. Islam cannot win in every position. But I'm still super excited and curious to see the fight, and I really want to see it. I need it to fucking happen.
To say, it's great to talk to you. By the way, I did a cooking segment with Alex Volkanovski, and I put over the hot sauce in the segment. I told him about the KO edition, and then he got. Did you see that and send him the KO? Because then I saw he had the KO.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, I reposted it. We were talking the other day through IG. He was telling me he actually enjoys it, but dude, that stuff's hot, man.
It's that one.
Right there.
That one is intense, and he was sweating. I saw his head; he was sweating and all that. How is it doing? Do we have any other plans to expand it? How's the business doing?
We're doing great, man. Doing great. I think we're gonna do one more sauce. It's gonna be a maple, spicy maple sauce, and that's it, man. A 3-pack. Keep it at 3 SKUs, and we'll see what happens in the Poirier line down the road. But 3 hot sauces, 3 different heat levels, 3 different flavors. I think is perfect amount.
Would this be a super spicy one, a mild one?
Yo, Dustin, I need a fucking care package. I'll do endless amounts of content on that shit. I'll do taste tests. I'll do cooking videos. I'll do everything. Send me a care package, brother.
Where would you put it on the?
This will be somewhere in between the OG and the KO. It'll be sweet, so that'll take off a little bit of the heat. But on the Scoville scale, it might be a little bit hotter than the OG. But you won't, it's not going to burn you up. It'll be good. It'll be perfect for chicken and waffles or.
Oh yeah, I like it with eggs,
toast, and biscuits and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. You were kind enough to send me some. I still, till this day, use it. I tell you all the time. It's fantastic. Highly recommend.
Let me know when you're low.
I appreciate that. All right. So thank you for the time. Great to catch up with you. Congrats on the new house. It's great to see you thriving, happy, you and your family. And I hope we get to see you in Dallas. Why not? Why the hell not? I still this is one of the most confusing situations that we've ever seen. 2 healthy stars want to fight each other, and they're not making the fight. This makes no sense to me.
That's the one. That's what's going to happen. I'm putting it out there right now. Me and Nate Diaz are fighting in Dallas at 170. Boom, done. Circle your calendars. Saturday, July 30th, Dallas, Texas.
Frank, can we get some breaking news music?
July?
The Grassy Knoll. Grassy Knoll.
That's the breaking news music. We just heard it. July 30th. We're putting it into existence. We're putting it out there into the ether. Good luck to you, Dustin. Anything else you want to get off your chest? Because it's going to be another 6 months of me bothering you to come on. So this is my last chance.
Yeah, my hair is growing back. All the people who are worried about it, it's growing back.
Let's look at comments.
Smile more. Have a great day.
Amen. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it, my man. There he is, El
Later, bro.
Diamante, the man. Get him a fight, July 30th. I have to say, I was very surprised. I was extremely surprised when I saw that.
Yeah, I like Dustin. Dustin's cool. Dustin, if you're watching this, I would love for you to be the first guest on the podcast. First, like, you know, official guest. That'd be sick. I'm a huge fan. Talk about, I don't even have to talk about fighting. I'll talk about whatever the fuck you want, dude. I'll talk about just life in general. Like, let's talk about fucking food. If you like food, I like food. We'll go, dude. I'll go there, bro. I'll go there for an hour. And we can do whatever the fuck. Maybe, dude. Hey, take me to a fucking. You know what? Or don't take me anywhere. Just we'll do a hot sauce sampler for start the episode or maybe the end because I'm not too good with spicy food. I'm okay. At the end of the episode, we do some hot sauce sampling. We try it on some wings. We can cut that one out and I can post it on a different. We can clip it, and post it. I think it'd be good. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I. Yeah. I do want to see this. We'll talk about this later. But Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. I personally think that Max won the last fight against Volkanovski. I think he was robbed by the judges. I do. We need to see a rematch because we need to see kind of some finality on it. Oh fuck. Okay, I'll watch this later. Dude, there's so much now I want to watch. Should I keep going? Dude, this fuck you guys, dude. I hate. Don't defend yourself. Like you fucked up. Don't defend it. Um. I mean, not fuck you. I'm sorry I said that, honestly. I don't hate anyone. I'm just talking. Who's that? Islam? I don't know. Yeah. Dude, I'll stream tomorrow too. I'll probably do a longer stream. This was like just to test some shit out, see what I wanted to stream about. But yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. I'll get sorry I was just not talking there for like a minute. Sorry. I'll stream tomorrow, probably like 12 p.m. and then yeah, afternoon stream, go for a couple hours and then probably just talk about some more shit because we have a lot of news to cover. Like um I want to cover what's the one we just saw? Honestly, I think I want to watch this one too because Eddie Hearn's fucking cool. He's in the studio, so they'd be more bantery. Um, we can cover yeah, like the Jake Paul shit. We can cover Volkanovski versus Holloway. That's cool. Khabib, Tony Ferguson. Uh, Sean O'Malley, Chio Vera. That's cool. I want to see that rematch. And Chio Vera's been doing well, and I'm a huge fan of Chio Vera. Um, and like Sean O'Malley too. Sean O'Malley's dope. Oh shit! What the fuck, dude? George St. Pierre, John Danaher, and Gordon Ryan. Wait, I want to look at that really quick. Cause I was watching,
Humans.
I was listening to Lex Friedman today, and I was watching John Danaher on Friedman's podcast back in the day, and I've been watching Craig Jones. So we'll get into this tomorrow. I want to look at least some of this. Some of these topics look interesting, like diet. I do want to hear about their training. That's like only like 20 minutes. Or no, that's more than 20 minutes. It's probably like 40 minutes. But like, yeah, some of this shit looks cool. Like this is a good chunk that we will get into tomorrow probably. Yeah. So that's cool.
Different people.
So I'll put I have a bunch of shit that I want to watch on stream. Let's go to my how do I get to my like how do I get to my watch later? We'll do a little plan tonight for tomorrow. Watch on stream and then watch later. Yeah. Some of these we won't get into. Yeah, we can look at this. This is a really good one. We'll do watch on stream. I do want to watch this one, the Cowboy, because that was fucking awesome. This, if you haven't seen this is good. We're gonna watch it tomorrow. I've seen this one. Couldn't kill it. I'm curious about this. This is fucking hilarious. Dude, actually, there's a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of shit we could look at. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Um, that's it for now. Have a good night. Be careful. Be safe. Love you guys. Be careful. Do something. Do a push up or something. 5 at least. I don't know. Do something good with your fucking life. That's about it. That's my call to action. All right. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.